Тут? Ты стримишь? Кто там играет? А ты случайно не стримил, как играл Халк с байком? Хорошо, я понял. Тебе понравились бои? Ну да, ну а вообще как? Мгм. Да, мне звонит вот Рубила и NARVEK, кто-то... Сейчас, секунда. Сейчас, да, я буду комментировать. Да, я тут. Так как тебе сказать? На самом деле... Я могу подождать, пока ты докомментируешь. То есть, пока ты закончишь стримить то, что... Вижу. Давай тогда, да, покомментируем. Вижу, ты зашел уже, да? Ну так напиши им, пусть откроют слот тогда, или как. Ага. Я понял. Я понял. О, ты уже зашел? А, ты не будешь комментировать? Хорошо. Ну, без проблем, да, я буду комментировать сам. Разве что кто-то еще захочет. Подожди. Подожди секунду, сейчас. Сейчас, хорошо, сейчас я подключусь. Ты зашел уже в комнату? Скажи сейчас минуту, я захожу, и мы начинаем. Так, чё ты не сказал им подождать меня на минуту, что я там это... Ну, бля, ну можно было... Понятно, короче. Так, я тут. Уверен, что не хочешь со мной покомментировать на русском, потому как я вижу, что люди говорят, что не понимают, что-то английский у них есть проблемы какие-то. А я сейчас зайду в Russian, я в Russian был, я там и сидел. Сейчас подожди, я зайду. В Барк Russian. Вижу, вот вы есть. Точно уверен, что не хочешь со мной покомментировать? Ну хорошо. So, alright guys, let me know if you want to hear these commentaries in English or in Russian. What is, I don't know, what is the better option for you? Because for me it's actually doesn't make much difference, but if you'd rather to see it in Russian, I can start and speak Russian, yeah. It seems like this game we will see Crush Owens playing in team with Panic, and they're gonna play in their. From what I see, they're actually going to play in the bottom corner and as well in the right bottom corner. we can see those two teammates playing together, as well as we can see Dune Tiger playing in team with Deep Z, and they're playing in the top corner as well as in the left top corner. We can see that I don't know actually what the series is gonna be like, because I have no idea how those players play. I didn't see those teams playing together earlier. I didn't see the first fights, and anyway, I'd rather say that I played today like Dune Tiger and Tip Z, and they did really well, and against us they actually won us with randomness. And the other thing is that we can also expect Bike Rush to be in his best, because he's always playing, he's always at his prime since he's regularly playing, and therefore he always keeps himself in a good fit, and therefore we see that both players, like both teams, not doing anything like unnatural. They just go and establish their echo and trying to scout their opponents. We see that Dune Tiger trying to go with his buggy and scout his opponent, and we see three orcas. Three orcas are going from the base of the Tip Z, and he's made two air bases. Yeah, it's like two airfields. That's a lot. That's actually a lot of money, and he can lose them really easy right now, because he's losing one orca. The second one's gonna be lost. Is the third one gonna be lost? No, the second one, the third one is gonna be lost, and they do no damage. Orcas do no damage. They clearly just roaming around, and he's just losing them. What the fuck? What is that? What's the game is that? I mean, well, that was a bad micro. That was really a poor micro from Deep Z. I don't understand what was going on. Why didn't they attack? And that was those bike baggies. I actually attacked the Shadowwalker. Shadowwalker's gonna be lost, but that's not a big deal, I guess. And we can see the Dune Tiger also trying to, you know, go across the map. He tried to do some damage to his opponent, but he didn't manage to. And now we see that he's going at the base of Panic, and this orca's going at the base of Panic, and this one orca's gonna be lost. The two orcas got lost. Wow, that's hilarious. I didn't expect them being lost. Well, now we see that Zeus buggies, and yeah, but Zeus buggies killed the third orca. Oh my god, all those orcas have been lost. Like only one survived this mess, and they actually did no damage. Like, that's really crucial for Dune Tiger and for Tips. Like, they didn't establish the economy. From what I see, Dune Tiger, Tip Z actually sold his MCV, his all everything. They did their best to attack Bike, and they tried to actually kill his harvesters, but those orcas didn't attack for some reason. Now those bikes and Bike is just trying to smash one another, and some of those bikes and Bike is being lost. It seems to me like Bike Crash Owens losing all his bikes, and now he can actually lose those harvesters, but those harvesters are not being attacked. Okay, they are being attacked now by bikes. Bikes are coming from the base of the Tip Z and Dune Tiger. Like, I guess it's Dune Tiger who makes those bikes, and he's attacked one and killed one harvester. The second harvester gonna get lost, I guess. Will it? Oh no. I think he will manage to kill this harvester, and that's it. I think the Bike Crash Owens is out of this game. It's GG for him. He will not come back at this point, I guess. And now also the Seekers attack the base of Dune Tiger, and Dune Tiger's trying to defend his harvesters. He's moving it backward, but it's not always work that easy. Like, you have to have some units to defend your harvesters, and he's trying to do his best to defend it with raiders, but raiders are not the best combo against Seekers. And GG comes down from Tip Z and Panic, and yeah. It seems like that's it. The game has been finished really quickly. I don't know why. I can't imagine what actually could have happened that those orcas didn't shoot. For some reason, they just wouldn't shoot. He tried, and like he just, you know, he went on his base with all these orcas, and they just went into the line and then just like stood for 10 or 20 seconds, and those bikes and buggies were able to kill each one of them. And 2 times, like the second time he tried to avoid them being killed, but this screen player, which was Panic, he's actually managed to defend his base properly, and therefore he killed all those orcas. Yeah, that was devastating. That was actually GG for Bike Rush and for Panic. And well, I guess if this rush had worked, they would actually have standed a great chance of winning that game. But it didn't work. It didn't work. Like, maybe it was some kind of a bug that those orcas wouldn't just, shoot. But I mean, I don't know what happened to these guys. Yeah, I can't. I have no clue actually. But it seems like the first game has been taken by Bike Rush and what do you call it? Panic, right? Panic. Those guys actually took the first game, and now it seems like they are on their way to take the second one, or maybe they will lose, or who knows. But it seems like Bike Rush owns is actually I think like the team of Bike Rush is actually confident about their own powers, and they actually will do their best. They know that like they can win those opponents, and they are being calm and absolutely relaxed. They actually taken some effort, right, to win those kind of players like Dune Tiger and who's that? Dune Tiger and Tibzy. But in the end, I guess Bike Rush Owens is just I think those players are out of their league, but I'm not exactly sure about it. We will see in the next games. Maybe they will show us that they can beat Bike as well. Yep. Like, Devastator, это была первая игра, так ведь? So yeah. The host has left the game for, well, God's sake. I mean, if those orcas rush had worked, they would have stand a better chance, because they would have taken those harvesters of bikes really easy, and then they would just go and take those harvesters of the screen player of Panic, and they may really have standed a real. They could have made it work. Maybe he just stopped controlling his orcas for some reason, like for 10 seconds, but I don't know what should have happened for him to stop doing that, right? Sometimes when I see it's coming and when I see it's going on like on my screen, I can't believe my own eyes. Like, why? How can it happen to the good player? How can it happen to such a player as Tibzy, which controls these orcas, right? Because Tibzy was the one who did it, who attacked with these orcas, and it just didn't work because he was out of control. He was like really miscontrolling a lot. Maybe, I don't know, there was, you saw that there were actually no lags. It's not because he had some kind of troubles, I don't know, of technical troubles. I think he's just micro. That's it. Да, на самом деле. вот то, что сейчас произошло, это был огромный фейл, да, я тоже не ожидал вот такую фигню увидеть, то есть, по большому счету, в натуре можно было выиграть эту катку, там, затащить ее спокойно. То есть, если бы те же Тибзи и Дюн Тайгер нормально прорашили, то есть, если бы им удалось, если бы Тибзи не затупил с этим микроконтролем и проконтролил орки, просто прорашил эти харвестеры, они бы могли тогда дальше атаковать мейта байка, то есть Тибзи дальше, и просто вынести все их харвестеры. О, не Тибзи, а паника. Они вынесли бы тогда все их харвестеры, и не было бы вообще никаких проблем. А получилось, что они тупо завтыкали. Ну, то есть орки тупо стояли и ничего не делали. Соответственно, байки и баги убивали их в это время, а орок-то было много. Он еще и пошел, по сути, в all-in, он продал МСЦ. Поэтому это просто был фейл, вот и все. Нечего тут комментировать. Well, now we will see the game on this map, Wasteland Dam, and I honestly, I don't personally love this map. Like, it's not my favorite. It's not bad though. You can play on it. Like, if you are willing to play it, you should know that first of all, there's a big distance, like a great distance between opponents. You have this bridge between them, and then a lot of two expansions, like from two directions. You can go and expand on two directions, right? And yeah, some blue Tiberium as well. And both opponents, like everyone, has one spike of his own, and then they have one for like two spikes to contest from another player, from another team, from his rivals. And yeah, we see that Steel Talons and Zarkam, like Dune Tigers playing for Steel Talons on the bottom left side, and his teammate Tibzi playing for Zarkam in the top in the bottom right side. And on the contrary, we can see that Bikers owns playing in the top right side for Zarkam as well, and his teammate Green Panic playing for GDI, which is well, it's just an interesting game because like all our players playing for GDI, like on the whole, they playing for GDI, and they have different sub factions, but I guess that's very like a standard. There's gonna be a standard scout there on the beginning, because nothing more to be imagined. Yeah, nothing more to be done, because like this standard scout is always done by GDI. Maybe, oh well, maybe they will rush, but I don't think so. But on the other hand, I know that the only chance of winning for Dune Tiger and Panic, for Dune Tiger and Tibzi, sorry, is to rush. Because if they don't rush, if they go late game, then they won't stand any chance of winning this game. Like they should withdraw and surrender if they go to the late game. I don't think that they are actually equal to Bike, because Bike and Panic. But maybe if you know, if their play style, like like team play style is really outstanding, then they will stand a chance to, you know, at least contest Bike and his mate. But I'm not sure if their like team play is decent, because I haven't really seen them playing earlier, so that's the first game for them, as well as for me watching them playing together. And on the other hand, we see that Scout has been countered by Bike now as its second Scout, which is going to his teammate to panic. He's making a bunker, and that's actually a good choice. Good job, well done there. And the second one is other scouts going on the enemy's base of the Dune Tigers and Tipsy's base, as they've been scouted really well. Like everyone scouts each one of their opponents, and everyone knows what's going on. No rushes, no rushes, as I predicted, are done. So let's stick to the game. Let's stick to expansions, to economy, I guess, because the economy is the only way of winning now. You should have a good economy if you play for GDI, and you should just outplay your opponent, I guess, if you play for GDI like that. But still talents are good. Like still talents can do a great job if they play in a Titans and base pushing his opponents, if his teammate will help him, like with T3 structures, with some defense structures. I think that can be actually a great base push there from Dune Tiger. But I'm not certain if he is going to do this. Now we see that Bike Rush is expanding as well. He's countering the Scout, which was going from his opponent, and now they're trying to get those rifle squads out of the bunker. Now the second refinery plays down by Bike, and these speedballs are being killed. Some of them, I think that actually now it seems like more pitbulls have been lost for Dune Tiger, and Panic actually outplayed his opponent. He made it more efficient for him since he saved more pitbulls. Due to that fact that he has some rifle squads, I guess maybe he just had more pitbulls. Now his Panic will try and harass his opponents there. With the speedballs. I don't know how it would work. It doesn't seem like it's a good idea, since there's one Titan here and two pitbulls still, and not so many pitbulls for Panic. I think he should go maybe even more pitbulls and just upgrade them with mortars. Those mortars can do it like a great deal of damage if they are used properly, if they are used for what they should be used, you know, for killing harvesters, attacking those most important main buildings, we see that those orcas were trying to do something, but they're getting back, since Dune Tiger realizing that his opponent going with speedballs at his base, like a lot of speedballs are going there for Panic. Panic's trying and harass his opponent, like he's going for harass to the Tipsy base. Tipsy have now units, but he has to Predator tanks. Those Predator tanks can counter the speedballs. I'm not sure, but anyway, he could have attacked, he could have tried it, and now he's killing one Titan, and I think he will withdraw from this fight. Yeah, he should withdraw. He won't do any damage. He will lose the speedballs if he won't yield right now. Not a good option, not a good chance. And now we see this, this bunker still hasn't been cleaned. This bunker for Dune Tiger still there on the base of the Panic, and it's a good job, but a bad job from Panic. He should have cleaned already. It should have been cleaned already, And we see that those Predator tanks, and Hammerheads appearing on the arena. We see that those Hammerheads are going and trying to kill some Titans. Maybe some Harvesters will be killed. One Harvester is definitely gonna be killed. Maybe the second one as well. Yeah, the second one's gonna get killed, as well as the third one. I guess the third one also. No. He's withdrawn. He's surrendering. Yeah, he knows this is not the best choice. He just move his units back, because he don't want to lose these Hammerheads. They are like really expensive and luxury. That's actually luxury Hammerheads, because they have these rocket squads inside them. So yeah, and we see this infantry is gonna get cleaned up right away. No, some pitbulls in the top, not in the top, in the bottom corner trying and attack this harvester. This harvester is gonna get killed. That's a good job. It's a decent job which has been done there by Panic. He's managed to get his pitbulls around the map and attack his enemy's harvester like point blank. He killed it really. He killed it really easy, and we see that this attack which has been prepared by TBZ is coming. Like this Marv has been ready, and this Marv actually it's a Zoko Marv. It's a very powerful unit there, one of the most powerful I believe in this arena. Bike Rush is going his own Marv. I'm not sure how they're gonna stop this one, because there are like tons of there are two storm those oh my god. Yeah, I had some lags now, sorry. Yeah. And we see that this Marv is actually dealing, harassing all those harvesters, and we can see that that a lot of damage have been dealt to Bike, but still some units were lost for the TBZ, and now those tanks, those Predator tanks, are going to kill one more harvester, I believe. No, they just withdraw. They're gonna get some kills for those Predator tanks of Bike Rush owns, and yeah. Well done there. I guess that was some damage, but Bikes managed to actually counter it, and we see that Bikes playing like totally alone. We can see that his teammates not gonna help him, as well as his teammate playing alone against Dune Tiger. Like they playing 1v1 on the different part of the maps. That's weird, alright, but they do this anyway. And stormtroopers, like yeah, those stormtroopers which are inside, elite stormtroopers which are inside of the Marv of Bikes, as well as in the inside of Dibsy's Marv, are really well. They can deal, they harass units really quickly, especially when they have engineers in them, which can repair all this damage, which can, not all, but some of the damage which is being dealt to the Marv at the same moment. And we can see that this game from Dune Tiger really well. Like he's pushing his opponent, he's doing his best, he's attacking it with Titans and also with Behemoths, and we see that this construction yard's gonna get down. I don't see him saving this construction yard. This MCV will fall down, right? And now we see that Bike Rush owns actually what happens there? Oh yeah. Some hammerheads go and kill all of those harvesters. They may not, yeah, they don't manage to kill each one of them. So they move back. They know that Bike Rush knows that it's not worth to lose units like that, and he's killing two harvesters. Oh, I think two harvesters gonna get killed. No, second harvester gonna get saved. That's a good job. Well done. I guess that could have been better. He could have saved 3 harvesters, but whatever. We think that this Marv of Bike is gonna get killed. Yeah, he's not gonna save it. Like no units for Bike. I don't see him building any units. Bike, maybe he doesn't have any money, yeah, because he didn't expand properly, and now this Mar's gonna get saved by Tipsy. Well done, extremely well done by him. And well, this, oh, alright, Dune Tiger actually wins the expansion as well. This Orcax has been lost for Panic. Oh my god, all those Orcas of Panics are gonna get lost, but this Marv was cleaned up, so I don't know if it was a fair trade. I don't think so personally, but what is going on? Oh yeah, this rifleman squads are gonna get into their, you know, with the hammerheads, and it will give them some strength and some power, and they will clean up infantry even faster, and they can actually try and attack those power plants, I guess, as well. Yeah, especially those upgraded power plants. because they are worse. They need to be killed. So his opponent won't have enough energy. Now it's through two harvesters for Tip Z just been standing there near the refinery, and yeah, he has some kind of a back, or maybe he just forget about them. Now one harvester, nothing gonna get killed, and now we see that Dune Tiger's dealing like handling really well his opponent. And yeah, it seems to me it's off the charts. I didn't expect this game goes like that. I mean, like, okay, Bike Rush maybe lost there, but why panic? Why panic? Lost so many orcas. Well, these orcas just being lost and completely they not being used properly. They being like lost one by one, and it's like tons of money. He could have saved it, and well, he didn't. On the other hand, we see that Zeus Hammerhead's trying to deal some damage, and when they get around, they get back to their base because they understand that there is nothing to be killed there. They can be easily cleaned off by those, by those anti-air batteries. And yeah, what's there? What is he baconing? I don't see it. Maybe they're baconing. He meant to attack his opponent. I don't know actually. Yeah, the other orca on the bottom of the map of the Tip Z have been cleaned, and that's such a loss. I mean, so many orcas have been killed, and it doesn't seem to me like they do any damage. They don't harass their opponents. They just being cleaned one by one, one after another, and it happens again and again. I don't know why aren't they doing something? Why panic losing so many orcas? Why keep playing like that? I mean, well, it's definitely not what you would anticipate to see from a player like him. Maybe he's mismicroed. Maybe he's I don't know. He is a bit nervous, I guess. But who knows? Like, didn't talk to him personally, so I can't know for sure. But it seems to me like losing so many orcas is can be only the consequence of nervousness, and maybe he's been distracted. I don't know. We see that zone troopers actually go, but they are gonna get killed by those titans. Those titans will do a decent job. The 4 juggernauts are ready to face those mammoth tanks, as well as those behemoths which come on them. But yeah, and oh my god, Dune Tiger actually managed to make an iron cannon. Well, it's a good one. That's a good one. Those mammoth tanks of Panic are being killed by those infantry squads. Oh my god, such a pity, they have been lost like that. That's a GG. Yeah, that's definitely GG. Nothing to be done. Nothing really be done in this point. But yeah, well, that was delirious. Maybe Panic and Bike made some mistakes. Maybe they didn't expect their opponents to play like that. Like, they played really decently. They showed us that they can play really confidently, and can be as well arrogant, and play like arrogant in this way that they can attack their opponents all the time from different directions. They can outplay them in economy, as well as just do the proper units, and well, just win them. That was more for me. It seems like it was more of a 1v1 game, because each one of them just played their own rival, their own foe, and therefore actually they lost. Therefore, I don't know, but it was a good game anyway. Oh, that's actually a good thing. You can listen to any language. I hope that other players can do the same thing, and I hope that other players as well are so versatile as you are. um, Enlighten. Yeah, we're gonna see the last game. That's gonna be a match point. We will see who's gonna take this series, and yeah. Now we will see Dune Tiger and Tibzi playing at the top corners. Dune Tiger as a screen and Tibzi as a Reaper 17 as red. Oh, this is not less. Oh, this is Bell 5. Oh my! Oh, really? Okay. So that was actually my fault. That's actually best of 5s, so we will see more games, even if this will be won by any of those teams. Now we can see that Bike Rashawn is playing at the bottom corner. He's playing for Mog, also having a purple color from what I see, and his teammate Panic playing for Marked of Kane's in this game. Nice one. And I will see that very standard things will be done, like all the scouts going from one base to another, from one opponent to another. We see that no rush will be provided at the start, from what I see, at least not for screen. And on the other hand, we can see that those engineers, their bike takes to Spike. That's a good choice, and he is not managing to take the set Spike. That's such a pity. And on the other hand, we see that the Dune Tiger is actually taken one Spike, and his his teammate Tibzi taken two of them. And yeah, that's actually the game. That's a good start, I guess, from Dune Tiger and Tibzi, because they actually managed to capture both of those spikes, which were being contested by those teams, you know. And now we will see more scout, I guess, from these players. And on the other hand, we can see buggies coming to the Dune Tiger's base, and Dune Tiger is expanding already. On the other hand, Tibzi is going. It seems to me like Tibzi is not expanding, but he's not doing anything. Like, he's not doing anything. He's not rushing, and yeah, he started to build something. Maybe he's going to 2 and then to 3 and try to devastate their opponents with well, maybe tripods, maybe something else. We will see. And on the other hand, we see that Bike Rush has already expanded, as well as his teammate. They're going like really standard game. They are taking those expansions, even though they did. Our Bike actually managed to recapture the spike, which has been captured by his opponent. And on the other hand, we see that this buggy is coming around trying to scout. But what's Bike doing? Bike's going to their factories, means that he's actually gonna rush his opponent. He's make some of this, you know, some of the tanks. I think that it's actually gonna be. Most probably it's gonna be like buggies and bikes, and then something else, maybe all in. Yeah, that's gonna be buggies attack there. And we see that what do we see? We see that this Panic is actually scouting his opponent as well, and Dune Tiger is going expansion now. Bike's trying to harass his opponent. He's going around the base, and now this drone ship is being like, you know, is being actually placed to the another location, to the another expansion, and it seems like Bike didn't notice it. He could have tried and kill it if he just noticed that it's being you know, it's being moved. Well, on the other hand, we see that these units, the Seekers, are doing a good job saving their harvesters, and those seekers, maybe they will just kill these bikes now. Like now they can finish them if they try. Yeah. They should go and finish those bikes. They should not allow those bikes to take any of those harvesters, because they just, it's not like he has any chances, but still he had managed to get these harvesters. Like that actually was weird. I didn't expect it coming. And now we see that those scorpions from bike, it's like just two opponents are trying to harass bikes with all their units. They go in with all those seekers in his base and expect him to be done at this point, but bike can't be killed like that easy. He's trying to, I don't know, maybe go infantry. Yeah, I see some infantries coming, and on the other hand we see that some scorpion tanks are being placed. Like those seekers appeared out of the blue, like really out of the blue. I didn't expect that they would come and go, but that's actually a smart choice to go and harass bike, because he's the strongest player there. So if they manage to get him, they will have even more chances to win this game, and that will be like really delirious if they manage to win the second game in the row, you know. I hope they won't, but on the other hand, that will be really funny if they will manage. And now we see that Zeus infantry is managing to clean up some units, but it's still not enough. The war factory is gonna get down, and the second refinery, well, he needs to finish the seekers. Yeah, he cannot afford like lose that much and let them just go away to hit. Because yeah, it's not like he's losing a lot. Like bikes lost a lot now. He still has 6 harvesters, so. And we see that some of the scorpion tanks from Panic trying to harass and attack his opponent, but I don't see them getting any success there, because Devourer tanks appears on the arena, and they will efficiently, you know, destroy those scorpion tanks. But there is only one Devourer tank. I think he should come with more. This one is not enough at this point. You should do at least 3 of them, and then come maybe also upgrade them on the blue, not blue now, on the Tiberium. Like get some, use his conversion beam and just get some more Tiberium. Lower to it with Tiberium. Now we see that those seekers are being cleaned up all alone. Like 3, 4, 5, lots of them are being killed, and nothing can be done. Like they are just trying to withdraw from this fight, and try this Tip Z is trying to save as many as it possible. But and he's managing to save some, but that's actually still some of them have still been lost. And yeah, on the other hand, Dune Tiger is going with this with this tripod there. That was actually silly of him. I don't know why would he do this, because tripod has been killed really easy. Now he can take his like husk and just recapture it. And now this we see that this shield, status shield, has been used on these units on the bike's base, but it's not like it helps a lot. It helped some, but no damage have been dealt when the status shield have been used. Since this status shield have been used, it seems like those units are just coming at their place, but it doesn't seem like they managed to get any harvesters. I didn't see it. But yeah, like Panic and Bike playing really like a team now. They are combining their scorpions, they are helping each other from what I see at this game. They are actually trying to cooperate in this game, and not just, you know, go around and not just attack their own enemy, because they understood that it won't work that way. They have to cooperate. Because those two are cooperating, like Dune Tiger and Tip Z, doing their best to win bikes, and therefore they managed to take this second game, or this first game. Sorry, I'm not sure. Like, yeah, it seems to me no, it's actually the third game. So since we have 1-1 now. And these harvesters are being cleaned by Dune Tiger. He managed to clean all those harvesters by the seekers, and that's actually, oh my god, that's also off the charts. Like, out of the blue. The Seekers went out of the blue and then killed those harvesters. That was a big loss because he managed to kill like 3 or 4 harvesters, and by Crush and his teammate Panic's trying to attack their opponents, like going with Scorpion tanks and helping with buggies. Those buggies trying to provide some defense from those disintegrators, and on the other hand we see that those Scorpion tanks are actually dealing a good damage. They are killing some harvesters, but yeah, the Storm Column should be cleaned up until it dealt like an unrepairable damage. And yeah, we see that these tripods are coming from Dune Tiger, not Dune Tiger but Deep Z, and on the other hand we see lots of things going on actually. This hexapod attack with Dune Tiger is being done really good, even though Panic has some AMPs ready. It seems to me like, well, Panic's actually not going to defend himself from this one, because MP is not enough. I mean, it's not enough. You have to have some units, or at least more obelisks, because yeah, like this obelisk is gonna get cleaned up really fast. Not enough of them still. And what we see now is that Bike's actually going even more inside the base of their opponents and trying to kill their spikes. Well, at least it's something, right? And we see that Deep Z, Dune Tiger is actually going to defend his opponent. He's going and he's wiping him out, like cleaning the floor with him, like literally right now. It's well done by him. Like, it's really nice to see such kind of a game, you know. And we see that yeah, some MP have been shot, and drone platform have been MP'd, but what it does nothing actually. It doesn't give a proper effect. And there are no units like for Bike, but there are some units, some of his Scorpions, which are going around to the base of Dune Tiger, maybe to kill some of his harvesters, but there are not much harvesters to be killed. And yeah, there are some Devastator warships already, and this hexapod is like, it's really unstoppable. They can do nothing at this point to stop him. Like they should MP him and then try and kill him with Redeemer, I guess. So a Redeemer will be upgraded, like he will be promoted, I mean, if he kill this hexapod. But it's all just if he kills it. I'm not sure about it. But Zeus Seekers are gonna deal some damage, maybe get 2 or maybe at least 1 harvester. What should we expect? I don't even know. This Devourer tank also helps some, because he deals even more damage, but no harvesters are being killed. Well, that's nice. That was actually properly, they were properly defended by Bike. Like he just moves them to the field on the top, and we see that Zeus hexapods are going at the Bike's base, and Bike can't figure out anything what he can do against Zeus 2. Oh, or maybe he can. He actually has some avatars. He's selling so many structures now. Yeah, and he's managing to kill both of those Devastator warships. Like, it's not a big deal for him. But still, he lost, like, yeah, he lost only 1 refinery. That's great. And we see that this Eradicator hexapod is not being moved. He should do some damage with hexapod and annihilators all together, because that's our only chance. Bike's trying to do his best as well, and actually defend by those Venoms as well as by Redeemer and Avatar. Well, that's actually a great game there. Playing like really equal. And yep, all we can see is that Dune Tiger is going and taking the 3rd expansion, which will be really a good, you know, a good choice for him, because he needs more money and he does not have enough. Now he sees that this Redeemer has been phased, like not phased but status shield. that is shielded, I guess. That's the right one. And now we see that those avatars are being cleaned up as well, and those randoms are gonna get cleaned up all. No, they will clean up all the infantry. Maybe there's no infantry, alright, but there are some corruptors, and those corruptors has to be killed. Not much of them, fortunately, and therefore it seems to me like there are lots of awakened squads, and those awakened squads are actually managing to, you know, to impede this hexapod all the time. It's nice one. By the way, Tech Lab for Bike Rush has not been killed, but those disintegrators doing a decent job there. They are actually taking this war factory and the last of the base of Bike Rush. No, they're not taking the last, but they at least took this war factory. So Bike Rush now has no production buildings. No production buildings for Bike Rush, and now we see that this Tipsy is actually going around. He's trying to get more money. He's actually I don't see him producing more units, you know, probably because he doesn't have money. And now we see that Dune Tiger trying to do his best against Bike, but it seems to me like this hexapod is gonna get, you know, eradicated actually. And that's actually so ironic that it happens to him, but it does. I don't see him teleporting it. Oh, he can try, but he doesn't have the prodigy, so he won't teleport this hexapod. But on the other hand, Bike Rush can always, like always, impede. That's a GG, yeah. Bike Rush gave up because I think his opponent had been defeated and his teammate had been defeated, and he figured it out that he couldn't manage to win these games because he had no production buildings. That was GG. Я уже захожу, если что. Не создали, да? Сейчас. Ну. All right. Yeah, those games, like this last game, actually went not as we expected. But I mean, we should give it to Dune Tiger and his teammate, which was Tipsy. They really worked their ass off in order to win these last games, and they really struggled a lot as well as their opponents, but they managed to win it. So yeah, hopefully Bike will, I don't know, maybe will focus himself and just try and play the next game and win it, because I always expect Bikes to win, but who knows, right? Like we cannot expect anyone. I see that this combination of Dune Tiger and Tipsy is actually paying off. They're making some good moves and they actually winning Bike and Panic. So what next map is gonna look like? What is gonna look like? Now it's gonna be Ice Arena. Also, not really old map. Like this map appeared like a year or two ago when I believe the R12 came out, and the history. So it's not a very long history with this map, but it's probably been fixed after R13 as well, like on the R13 and R14, but I don't know what actually has been changed on R14 version of this map. It seems to me like it seems the same, but maybe at the game we will see that some global changes have been done. And yeah, waiting for Bike Rush to connect now. Everyone's ready. Nice. Whew. It actually took a lot of effort for the Dune Tiger and well, Gypsy to win these games, but they really made it to their best. I think I was really satisfied with this last game, and I should say that I should tell you that they actually did a decent job, yeah. But I'm not sure why Panic. I mean, it seems to me like Panic making lots of mistakes, but I'm not sure about it. Like it's the last game, like previous games, we saw this move first of all with Orcas. Like when they played like 2 games before, we saw that Panic actually made some mistakes which cost Bike and him games, but Bike also made some mistakes like but it seems to me, you know, that Bike is being harassed all the time. Like they go 2v1 on Bike, and when Bike is done, it's not a big deal then to win the game, and Panic just don't help him. It doesn't help him. That's their problem, I think. If Panic starts helping his teammates, they will realize that it's actually way easier to counter all these rushes and you know, to actually win those games, because like, you know, Bike just can't handle those two opponents attacking him at the same moment. And yeah, now we see that Bike Rush and well, Bike Rush and Panic appears at the top of the map. Bike Rush playing for Black Hand in this game. Maybe he will rush. I guess he will. And Panic's also playing for Steel Talents. I think that their best. They should rush because they cannot afford to lose this game. Since it's best of 5 now, we have 2-1 in favor of Tipsy and Dune Tiger. So yeah, the Tipsy is playing for Steel Talents, and he's well, Dune Tiger is well playing for Steel Talents, and we see that Panic is playing for Steel Talents as well. Like 3 players are playing for the same faction. Why would they? I actually didn't notice if they pick random, or yeah, or they just you know, picked those factions on purpose. But anyway, we see that Bike Rush actually going bikes. Yeah, he's like Bike Rush going bikes. Such a game of words there, right? And 3 bikes have been done, right? Now on the other hand, we see that their opponents are actually going economy. Yeah, at least one of them, like Dune Tigers, going 3 harvesters, 2 rafts, now going the next harvester, maybe 5. It should be 5, I guess, in this field. And now we see that Tipsy doing the same thing, just being a bit you know, a bit behind, but it's fine, I guess. And on the other hand, we see that Bike's trying to expand. It was like some bikes, those bikes, where are the bikes? I see those bikes, they are going, and they will they attack the MCV? Yeah, oh my god, 1 bike has been lost because the other bike killed him. The other bike killed, like bikes killing themselves. Oh my god, it's actually happening. Like I can expect how Bike's being irritated by this fact now. But it happens sometime. It's stuck. Dune Tiger told us it's stuck. And we see that these bikes are being cleaned up really easily, even though this one harvester almost have been lost. It's fine, I guess. Yeah, he's doing really well, and we see that those the Tibzi expanding, and Zeus Cabals are trying to scout him, but he stops them. It seems like he stops them. Yeah, one refinery has been placed down by Tibzi, and now bikes going to two war factories. The same thing he's done last game, by the way. He went to war factories as well, and then he has been attacked by two players with the Seekers. The Seekers just made an unsurmountable damage. Like they went and cleaned up lots of harvesters and refinery as well. So yeah, that was a big issue last game for Bike. Now I guess this game he won't do the same. He won't repeat the same mistake again, as it is said. And let's hope that Scorpion tanks will handle, but no, it doesn't seem like they will handle it, because lots of people are going there. Yeah, and those Scorpion tanks are gonna get cleaned up, at least two of them, but some people have been lost as well. So it's I guess it's an equal trade, we can say that. And we see that, well, at least we can see that Bike Rush is trying to move with his Scorpions. Maybe he's trying to scout his opponent, because he's not really controlling him like at this moment. And we see that Panic is trying to deal some damage, but the speedballs, it's really a micro fight there. The one who's micro better is actually wins the straight with speedballs, and also there's a numbers. We see that Dune Tiger has numbers, even though he's it's not Dune Tiger, sorry, it's Tibzi. Tibzi has numbers, but he's deciding to withdraw from that fight. Oh, now we see that Bike's helping his opponent, and they're harassing Tibzi. I think that can work. That may work really well if they take at least one harvester, maybe two of them, because lots of Scorpions are there. Why wouldn't he help him? I don't understand why. Oh, he withdraw because there are lots of speedballs there, but I think he will deal with the speedballs by the Scorpions he has on his base. Why Bike Rush withdraw all his Scorpions? He should have helped, I guess, his opponent. They could have actually managed to clean up all those units, because there were lots of speedballs from Panic, as well as lots of Scorpions, and only 3 Titans, which can be easily wiped out, could have been wiped out, but they didn't. And we see that harvesters from Panic are going on the second field, like second expansion. Panic's having a really good economy established for him, and he's combining his speedballs like with Scorpions. The Scorpions of Bike Rush owns, they're gonna try and maybe avoiding losing this fight. They will cooperate in this game. I hope they will cooperate, because all they need is actually to cooperate, not play well like it's a 1v1 game, because it is not 1v1. That's the point. You have to understand that you have to play together with your mate, and then you have a good chance of winning your opponent. Like, even though your opponent may be like even stronger, if they don't cooperate, if they don't play a team game, that will be that can be easily this game can be really easily finished for them, because they won't be able to counter those attacks which are being done by those players who play in team, like really play teaming really good. And we see that Bike's trying and defending, killing all those speedballs, and we can also see that, well, those Titans are going for Tibzi. Tibzi's trying to attack and kill Harvester of Bikes. He's gonna kill him. I think he's gonna kill it. Yes, he takes this Harvester, and some infantry is going from Bikes. That's actually a very good choice against Titans. Bike, right, like, really predicted this move. He just read it, and therefore he made his infantry. He knew that he was going Titans, and then he just went those infantry squads, like lots of them. and on the other hand we see that Bikers attacking from the top. Bikers trying to go around the base of Dune Tiger, but Dune Tiger is actually ready. There are lots of Titans there who won't struggle to defend. They will like kill the Scorpions easily if they are formed good in a good line, you know, in the proper line, not like they going now, but it's still nice, I guess. They still can handle the Scorpions. Oh yeah, the Tiberium, we see that Biker's actually doing really nice now. He's deciding to use this Tiberium vein detonation, and he's actually using the catalyst missile at the same moment. That was a nice one. This Tiberium rocket actually managed to get like what, one refinery, I guess, yes? Он одну рефон забрал, да? So yeah, that's actually it, and we see Hammerheads cleaning up everything what lives, and oh, some Firehawks appears. Firehawks appear and they're trying to kill War Factory, but they don't get it. They won't get it. I mean, it's being really good defended. Like, we can say that this sonic repulsion field appeared at the last possible moment, like in the nickel of time, really. And yeah, Biker's doing really good. It seems to me he's doing well. Panic is doing great, and this game they are really trying to play it together, and not like alone, but together. And we see that this Hammerheads and this Mammoth tanks from Tipsy is going to get some damage on the Panic's base. Yeah, those tanks, they're 5, and some Hammerheads are actually helping to clean all those infantry of bikes. That's a nice one. Two or even 3 Mammoth tanks for have been lost for Panic. That's not really equal, but Biker is trying and harass his opponent with all units he has. He's trying to attack him. He's trying to make him surrender, make him, you know, withdraw, at least trying to get those, you know, expansions, because those refs at least, but it doesn't seem like he have numbers of those infantry. It seems to me like this infantry is gonna get cleaned up, especially with those watchtowers which have been upgraded on up ammo, piercing bullets. So, and those those Firehawks actually managing to kill this War Factory in the end. They did like, they had to attack it twice in order to kill it. Like, it took them two shoots. Like, he actually used a lot of time to kill him. У меня вылетела игра, and my game has been crashed. У меня вылетела игра, слышишь? А у вас тоже? К сожалению. Yeah, that's unexpected for me that my game have been crashed, but it does crash for some reason, because it's not been fixed, because it's an old game. That's the reason. It crashes some time to time. You can never know when it's gonna crash. So, Девастатор, ты можешь мне показать экран? Нет? Будет лагать? Как думаешь? Попробуй. Ну, да, если вдруг лагает, ты просто выключаешь и забиваешь на это. Все-таки было бы хорошо докастить уже. We will try to share the screen, Devastator is gonna try and share the screen with me, so I'll be able to commentate with you, for you, and see the game. Не, у меня грузится экран. Ты показал мне, я так понимаю, саму картинку с игры, да? Блин, ты покажи, просто экран возьми. Просто, да, переключи на экран и покажи экран. Ну, хоть что-то, чтобы я видел, чтобы я мог... Да, все отлично. Не лагает у тебя. So, yeah, so I'm able to commentate now because Devastator has actually managed to share his screen with me, and now we see that Bike trying to defend from those mammoth tanks. A panic has been defeated from what I see. Well, unexpected, but on the other hand, yeah, that was actually an express just, you know, surprisingly good job done by Dune Tiger and Tip Z. They managed to defeat Panic, right? And they're going to defeat Bike Rush in this game as well. Yeah, it seems like it's GG. It's just actually nothing to be done at this point, yeah, but I don't know what's going on. Oh, Panic and Bike Rush being baffled, maybe, you know, I don't know, distracted, or maybe by those games they lost, maybe they're a bit nervous, or I don't know, but it's actually weird that they lost this game. I actually, you know, I hope that they would win this one, at least this one, because they needed to win this one. If they don't, then that's gonna be it. That's gonna be the series, and then Dune Tiger and Tip Z gonna take the series. We see that Bike Crash right in GG with he texted it, and Tip Z answered him the same thing, and that was actually devastating. This last game was hilarious, but I'd rather say it was at some point it was even weird. I don't know why. Like Bike Rush and Panic it seemed to me like they did a decent job. It seemed to me like they were trying and doing their best, and yeah, and they actually managed to go to make some good attacks, some good moves at enemies' bases. But Dune Tiger and Deep Z, maybe they're just playing better in team, because those mammoth tanks which just went and crushed, like really harassed the base of Panic, which really just went and smashed out all the buildings which were placed at the second expansion, and Panic have been defeated. And then, you know, they just went on the Bike, and Bike couldn't manage, as I said, to play both players. Я захожу. But yeah, that was I think that were actually the best series for today's. And yeah, Bike Rush and Panic have been defeated. They are out of the tournament now. Who's gonna take the first place? That's the question now. Someone created there. I see Jack White created. Yeah, express your opinions, share your opinions with me. What do you think about the games we've just seen? Yeah, it would be really great to steal some vouchers, but I mean, yeah, we're actually developing our channel and doing our best for this, and yeah, I guess that we have our audience, and everyone is welcome on our channel, like always. If you have any questions, it seems to me like I have to do some advertising at this point. If you have any questions, you just go and ask there directly in chat. Like me personally, I will answer as soon as I see it. And you can also our main server is Discord, where we constantly playing and talking and deciding about the tourneys, about all stuff which is going on in Kane's Rust. So if you want to know more, just go and visit our Discord server. You can find the link in the description. Also, if you know any information, if you need any information, you can ask the. I ask it right now when we are live. When we are live. Yeah, it's actually bad. I don't know, but lots of people just don't play this game. But this game actually seems to be one of the best RTSs, like real-time strategies, and I guess that it's actually one of the best since it's been it's been created. Now it's such a pity that EA just stopped maintaining their servers, and therefore they lost like lots of customers. And well, hopefully those remakes which are being done by them of this Red Alert and this first chapter of Command and Conquer will be great, because they have to be great in order to to get their audience back, to get other players to make other players play it. Kane's Rust, even though it's not been like maintained for some years, like I can't remember exactly how many, but like 3 or 4 years since those servers went off, maybe more. It's still one of the best RTSs I know, and I still prefer to play this one rather than Dota or other games. No offense, nothing personal, but I just like this game, and I really love to commentate it when we have to cast this series for you, when we have an opportunity to do so. And yeah, Master Leaf having long games. It's 1v1 for Master Leaf. Okay, so we can also join Master Leaf and Mono. We can see them play. It seems like also the time for the tournament have been chosen maybe not very appropriate, because like lots of people actually have to sleep now, or because I don't know, it's actually night, a deep night for them, even though it's weekend. I guess that we would have more viewers if the time was like maybe at least if we start in the evening, or even a bit earlier. Yeah, that'd be better, I guess. Therefore, maybe we don't have so many viewers as we'd like to have. But still, like this delightment we've gotten from these games, I think it counts. Even when you watch the games, when you watch like the games of a good players, you can learn something from them. You can see their mistakes, especially when you see them playing 2v2. You can learn from the first eyes. Like you see it and you just make notes, like really like literally you can do this, and then just learn on someone's mistakes, so you won't have to learn on your own mistakes. And yeah, you know, I was really like, it was terrific that bike and his teammate, which was Bratzler, like Panic, actually lost to Sirius. I did not expect them lose them, and when it came to that point that they were going to lose it, I was really shocked. I mean, one does not expect the worst to come, you know, because I always expected Bikes to win because he's actually a pro player, right? And from what we can see, the first lesson at this 2v2 games is that you have to cooperate with your own teammate in order to play better, you know. Maintain. And now we have to wait for the next bracket, for the next games. What games are gonna go next? Сейчас я смотрю, подожди, какие там еще бракеты будут, кто там играет. Типзи и Дюн Тайгер прошли в финал, и финальные бои еще, я так понимаю, остались. То есть Мастер Лив вот сейчас доигрывает, у них 1-1 с Monopoly of One и кто-то там еще. Какой-то там чувак, подожди. Crazy Warface, да. И yes, we're waiting who's gonna win. I think that Master Leaf and Dirty Dutch will take this series. We should. It's like, okay. But я не думаю, что это уже конец. То есть там до 3 побед, по сути. Пусть пускают. Why is he kicking? And it seems like we found the games which gonna take place next, which gonna occur next. Oh yes. And now we're gonna see those Monopoly of One and Crazy Warface playing Master Leaf and Dirty Dutch, and well, it seems like who's winning now? Yeah, I'm actually curious what is the score, because they didn't exactly tell us, and we have to know the score, right? Will anyone tell us the score? Um, well then, if you're watching our stream, you should evaluate the last games we played, so you see that we actually had no lags. And yeah, before telling something, you have to be absolutely sure about it, not just, talking what is not true. Let's say it. Yeah. Let it be so. And that's actually weird. What's going on? Why it's taking so long? Probably because yeah, they have to take their time. Maybe take some breaks because they need one. I guess after those games we've seen, they were actually intense. I don't know how Master Leaf and Dirty Dutch played against Crazy Warface and Monopoly of One. I have no idea. Well, he's so yeah, I see. Yeah, thank you. It's actually good to see at least some good opinions, you know. So it's so weird, like when people talk shit like that, when they don't even see the stream and they tell something all the time. Okay, yeah, it's frustrating actually when you play games like that. Like, well, 2-1 for us. So, okay, alright. The Master Leaf and Dirty Dutch winning. Можешь обновить. And it seems to me like if Master Leaf and Dirty Dutch will take the next game, then they're gonna take this serious because we're playing best of 5 there, and that's semi-finals from what I see. And if Master Leaf and Dirty Dutch gonna win the next game, then they go right to the finals where they meet with Dune Tiger and Deep Z. And yeah, let's hope that Crazy Warface and Monopoly of One have some assets, saved in order to, you know, maybe do their best and win this game, because we all expect to see like an interesting fight and like intriguing fight when you can never know who's gonna win right to the last moment. And now we see that, well, Monopoly of One appears in the left top corner, and he's playing for Nod, and his teammate Crazy Warface appears in the top right corner. He's playing for GDI in these games. We see that there are three. Oh, he's going for 3 spikes. That's unusual. He's actually wasting lots of money for this. He has to actually you know, to be able to get all those spikes in order to play, like to, you know, not to waste the money, because wasting money at this point is a big loss. Now we see that in the bottom, at the bottom left, we can see Master Leaf playing as Traveler 59 at this game, and we see that lots of disintegrators were done by Master Leaf, like 5, 6, 7 squads. 7 squads of disintegrators have been done, and 2 buzzers are going as well. We see that Master Leaf's gonna try his powers and try and attack his opponents. He will try to do the, you know, the more the mass like maximum damage, because sometimes you just cannot be sure, especially when your enemy saw that you are going rush at him, so it can be easily defended, you know. Sometimes it happens that you know what, sometimes it just doesn't work, because for instance you see that this flame tank is coming, and this flame tank is actually coming, and this disintegrator could have killed those disintegrators if Master Leaf went right on the base of Monopoly of One, and his teammate I actually didn't finish presenting the players. His Dirty Dutch actually playing in the bottom right corner, and he's playing for Black Hand in this game. He's gonna flame. Doesn't seem like he's gonna use his power of flame and you know, rush his opponent. But we see that this flame tank is going on the Master Leaf base, and Master Leaf doesn't have lots of units to actually counter it properly. But lots of disintegrators were saved. Most of them were saved, so Master Leaf is not gonna lose them, I guess. He's trying to defend, and he's not gonna lose this refinery, this extractor. Yes, that's a decent job done there by Master Leaf. Master Leaf's actually going those disintegrators, and he's trying not to lose them as well, trying to attack those buggies while he can and where he can. And he's actually taking 1 buggy, 2nd buggy, the 3rd buggy is gonna get down as well. Like, Yeah, that's a good one. And we see that the second flame tank is gonna burn down the Tiberium spike. The Tiberium spike have been killed, like it's been destroyed. That's a good one, good move. We see that those cabals are gonna get cleaned up. So rifleman squads, this anti-infantry is really great by Crazy Warface. And we can also add that some Seekers appears on the arena for Master Leaf. What's Master Leaf gonna do with Seekers? That's an interesting question. That's actually what scares me the most, because like Seekers against Black Hand, because against Monopoly of One would not be the most rational decision, you know, because they can be easily countered if Monopoly just go those not bike buggies, but first of all he should go some Scorpion tanks and just counter them properly. And yeah, we see that MP is being controlled by Master Leaf there, and the second MP is being controlled by Crazy Warface, as also a good one, because MP helps a lot. Like, it lends a hand to this in these battles when you need MP your enemy units. First of all, when you don't have number advantage, you can just easily MP your enemy units and kill them while they AMP'd. And now we see that those hovers are gonna get taken for who's that? That's actually Dirty Dutch. Yeah, Dirty Dutch gonna lose the refinery. He sold the refinery. Oh my god, is he gonna lose this one? Unbelievable. I mean, those Predator tanks are actually going right away, and it seems to me like there's a base push, and that he's trying to base push Dirty Dutch. Crazy Warface doing really well, doing like extremely well by base pushing his opponent. Master Leaf's trying to help. He's going, oh my god, he's actually going cultist. Yeah, cultist, that's a good idea. I love seeing cultists on the arena. It actually can do a massive damage while they capturing other units and just getting them killed by enemies units. Like, yeah, that's actually a very smart choice in this situation, in this kind of situation. And we see that some of those flame tanks from Dirty Dutch are going on the base of Monopoly of One. Monopoly of One is gonna lose his MCV. MCV is gonna get lost, as well as War Factory and MCV is gonna get lost. Oh my god, he still has one War Factory. That's good one. That's actually great that he still has this War Factory, but it seems to me like that's gonna be it. You're gonna kill this War Factory. It's nothing which can possibly save it. That's it. He cannot produce units. Monopoly of One can absolutely not produce units. That's a big waste. That's out of the charts. When what just happened? I mean, that's not what I expected. He didn't see it. I guess he didn't see those tanks coming, and then he just paid a great price, a really high price for not paying attention, for not scouting properly, I guess, because they didn't have a proper scout. And yeah, not much to be done in this game, because actually, if Crazy Warface will manage and go and take Dirty Dutch right now, because he has to go right now when Master Leaf can't really help a lot to his teammate, but he actually can a bit. He only has disintegrators, but disintegrators is not a big deal. You can just go and base push him and just make more watchtowers, and those watchtowers gonna be a perfect counter. They will counter just perfectly. Oh my god, this MP have been used really incredibly great. I mean, it's just MP'd all those units. Oh my god, all those purifiers just gonna went down and crush all those tanks. Like, most of them have been crushed by 4 purifiers. And that was such a messy game. Oh my gosh, he really managed to do this. Like, that was such a great game by which has been demonstrated to us by Dirty Dutch. He showed us he showed us his experience, I guess. This MP which came out from Master Leaf helped him, I guess. That was a good coordination of their actions. They cooperated really well, and now all those airfields as well as refineries gonna went down. Like, yeah, there is nothing which can possibly save from losing this game. by Crazy Warface and Monopoly of One, and that's gonna be the serious. That's gonna be the serious if that's gonna be it, because nothing to save him from at this point. Master Leaf is not actually doing it. Oh, he's actually building Storm Riders. Alright, Storm Riders is a good one. It's a good thing. They can easily go get those hammerheads. He can go for harvesters and finish those harvesters, I guess. Yep. That was actually that was well done. Lots of Predator tanks have been lost, lots of tanks, lots of units have been lost for Crazy Warface. I don't know, I mean, he didn't expect it coming, I didn't, he didn't as well, but Master Leaf just shown us that that's the way to use the MP, that's how you should use your MP when you have it. And yeah, that now refinery went down, actually have been placed by Crazy Warface, and he's still struggling to at least not to lose this game that easily. He wanted to give more job to his opponents, trying to, you know, to delay the lose as far as it possible, like for as long as it possible, sorry. And we can also see that those are Storm Riders coming, so one Storm Rider is gonna went down, he's been actually devastated by all those rocket squads which were there. And also we see lots of APCs trying to attack those power plants, but that's actually doesn't matter. I don't think it matters a lot. Like, yeah, Dotty Dutch has his MCV, and Master Leaf's gonna help him. I think Master Leaf have to go and expand even more. Maybe take this Blue Tiberium. Blue Tiberium has not been taken by Master Leaf, like, not he didn't take it even one time, not a single time for this game. And on the other hand, his opponent, his enemy, Crazy Warface, is taking all Blue Tiberium he has. And therefore he has some advantage in economy, you know, and that helps him to stay in the game. Therefore he's still in a game. But it doesn't seem like he will, in this game for a long time, he will still be for a long time in this game, because Master Leaf and Dirty Dodge trying to do their best, but no, actually it seems to me like Crazy Warface is getting to get rid of Dirty Dodge. Dirty Dodge cannot defend himself from that. And Master Leaf, where is his MCV? For God's sake, where is his MCV? Has it been killed? Oh yeah, he's there. He just appeared. Oh my god. I thought he didn't have it. Well, that's crazy actually. And что было с МСА? Его не было? Или он просто его не юзал? Что было с МСА у Master Leaf? Oh, so Master Leaf sold his own MCV in order to, you know, make more of the Storm Riders, maybe get more economy, because he, like, you know, he does not have it, and he still not have it. He still not has it, and that's a big problem. That's a big issue. He has to, you know, make more buzzers, I guess, and also he has to take down this purifier, because these purifiers are a lethal weapon. If they are used properly, if Master Leaf won't use Assimilator, which was right behind the refinery, and now all this unit is gonna get cleaned out. It seems to me like, yeah, Master Leaf is not gonna make it. Oh my god, there's gonna be 2-2, that's gonna be draw now, and they will play the next game. Really well played. What can I say? Dirty Dodge made it. He actually get rid of his of Monopoly of One, but Master Leaf, oh my god, I think he should have went this third expansion, not you know, like selling his MCV and just going for an expansion. Then he will have, he could have had money just enough to, you know, defend from this attack, and then he could have went Tech in order to make some T3 units like tripods and properly defend himself from this army of his opponent, of Crazy Warface. And Crazy Warface, on the contrary, did really great. job, and he managed to take the series for him and his opponent, for his teammate. Sorry, his teammate has to be really grateful that Warface, was standing at the game. He stayed in the game to the last moment, and he tried and did his best. He's literally worked his ass off, and that's paid off, right? He managed to win the game. That was nice. That was really awesomely played, I'd rather say, because I thought that Master Leaf and Dotty Dodge gonna take the series. They could have. They really could have. They had a great chance. They had a great advantage because they were both against against two players. They were both playing against one player then, and then Master Leaf decided not to go on his third expansion, and therefore he lost his disadvantage, I guess, because this expansion really made the game. In such situations, I'd rather say that you actually have to make the third expansion. You have to expand because when at the time when your teammate is dealing with your rival, and you have to expand in order to help your teammate and go Tech, because screens and especially travelers are really good at Tech. If you don't have Tech, it's harder to play. Maybe he should have went more cultists, but it seemed to me like he didn't have lots of money, and he just went into the Storm Riders, and they didn't pay off. And that was the reason he lost. Marvelous game. Hopefully Master Leaf and Dirty Dodge will focus on the last game and win it. Or maybe for me it also seems a good option if Jack White I mean it wasn't Jack White, it was actually Crazy Warface and Monopoly of One will focus and win the game, because yeah, that would be great. Then we could see them in the finals, and Dune Tiger and Deep Z are waiting us in the finals at the same time. I just wanted to remember you that Dune Tiger and Deep Z managed to defeat Bike Rush and Panic, and they actually managed to get to the finals, while Master Leaf and Dirty Dodge are still struggling to get to the final. Девастатор, скажи мне, кто такой Tiberium Universe? Это Илюхан. I don't understand what Ilhan is currently talking about, because I didn't mean he was bad. I didn't say he was bad. It's actually not the same thing. Everyone has mistakes, everyone makes mistakes, because we're not native speakers, but we're still getting lots of joy and satisfaction by being there and commentating the series in English. Why not? I mean, that's actually awesome. That's actually worth it. and that's interesting. You don't have this opportunity to commentate and cast the series, especially 2v2 of such a good players every day. So when you have this opportunity, you use from it, right? And getting back to Ilhan, I'd rather say he was actually great. I love his commentaries, even though he was really. I saw that he was like really fluent when it came to this commentating. He had a good pronunciation as well. At some point, I actually, you know what, the most essential thing was to understand, right? And I understood everything when he commentated. So that's not what I meant. If I maybe offended him or anyone else, I didn't mean it. Yeah. And we're still waiting, and I'm not sure for whom we are waiting for, because it seems like we are good to start now. Yes. Like dust laws. Alright. This map, well, I haven't seen it to like I haven't seen it been played by anyone, and like for a long time I think I didn't see it today. I haven't been seeing it today, right? I haven't been seeing it today, but on the other hand, we could also say that this map is actually a good one, and it's quite usual, but still it's like really well developed. I'm not exactly certain who's actually developed this map. Maybe it was Technique, but I'm not sure. But the spikes are good. I mean, this placement is quite interesting. The Tiberian placement as well, and like there is lots of space, lots of field for maneuver. And on these maps, when you see like that actually 2v2 are going to take place, are going to occur, like we have today, right? It actually means that you want to see a big map, you want to see a lot of units built, you want to see that your players are, actually doing different attacks from different flanks, and that's actually just a perfect match. So yes, let's go to the and present our players, because that's an important part, I guess, so everyone knows where they placed. We see Crazy for Face at the bottom left corner, placed and played as GDI at this battle, and also his teammate actually Monopoly of Wands playing as Not. And yeah, he's actually gonna play for Not one more time, from what I understand, because he was playing or maybe he was playing Black Hand last game. I'm not sure now, but it doesn't really matter. Let's switch to the next side, and we see that Master Leaf's actually playing for Traveler 59, his best faction from what I know, from what I've seen. And that's actually interesting that Master Leafs actually can do lots of funny and not entertaining things for this faction, because he can play as I already said, and I personally believe it's true that Master Leafs actually having a great micro. He can show us good things for Traveler 59. Traveler 59 is a faction which you should play only if you have a good micro control. So as a second, his teammate in this battle will be Dotted Edge, who plays for Black Hand, and this Black Hand, his firm faction from what I see. Yeah. He's coming up and playing for them, not for the second time. I think he played all those games for Black Hands, but I'm not sure. I saw him playing Black Hands sometimes, and I know he's actually can show a decent game playing for them. Now we see that we see first of all that Monopoly of One making some bikes. Some bikes are going bottom. They're going in the top right, bottom right corner, and they are going. And they will find out, yeah, they will see the scorpions and then withdraw because it's pointless, right? And this MCV of Crazy Warface, watch it. Crazy Warface is placing his MCV on the this expansion of Master Leaf. He wanna take his expansion. Oh my god, at this point, really? He decided to take his expansion because he thinks like, if I won't take it right now, then later it would be even harder or maybe impossible to take this expansion. So he's actually expecting Master Leaf to, you know, to lose this fight because, yeah, first of all, you should know that if you play for if you play like for GDI, GDI is much more powerful in the first and second stage, like in the on the beginning and in the middle game, as a laser, like more powerful with their Predator tanks, with this APC upgrades on this, you know, armor upgrade, and like that. And we can also see that these Predator tanks are being produced now by Master Leaf, like not tons of them, but there are no, not by Master Leaf, sorry, excuse me, by Crazy Warface. Crazy Warface actually trying to go Predator tanks and push Master Leaf as hard as he can. He's actually building those watchtowers which are upgraded on up ammo, and yeah, that's interesting. We can see that some bikes are attacking not Master Leaf, but actually Crazy Warface's harvesters, and those bikes are coming from Dirty Dodge. Dirty Dodge has like 10 harvesters, and those, oh my god, those bikes are going to destroy by themselves. Like one bike destroy another bike, and that's really drives me insane when I see such a picture, you know. Oh my god, now it seems to me like 2 bikes were destroyed by themselves once again. And yeah, now we see that also Monopoly of One pushing with his corpse and trying it really to push really tough, so Dirty Dodge won't be able to expand. Yeah, it likes like he can take his MCV right now, and we see that Master Leaf's trying to defend with tripods against Predator tanks, but there are still missile squads, there are rocket squads, and those rockets actually will give some damage to those annihilators. And they are making it happen. I mean, they are actually destroying those annihilator tripods. Those tripods are actually seriously wounded, and it has to be repaired. But Master Leaf actually does not repair it, but he already has Prodigy, and that's a good choice to go Prodigy in this game in order to capture his enemy's MCV. So he won't be able to push no more. But we see that Dirty Dodge have been able to, you know, to counter attack, and not just to counter, first of all to defend his base. He's actually being really serious about this game, as well as Master Leaf. They are playing like, I guess, really carefully, and not trying to avoid losing their units for no reason. And first of all, we could see that those buzzers tried now to scout by Master Leaf, but that's not gonna happen. Those scout has been countered. Now we see that those bikes have been lost. Some of them at least have been lost, and that's good one. That's a good counter of those bikes by Master Leaf. A good teleportation, by the way. Master Leaf did really well. He showed us that he has a really decent micro well, and he can use it and at the time when it is needed most. We see that this harvesters gonna get killed. Of this harvesters of Monopoly of One just being you know, destroyed by Scorpions of Dotty Dodge. Dotty Dodge doing a great job. He's microing his units, and he's actually withdrawing from this fight. He understands that that's it. I took 2 of his harvesters, and now he has like literally 1 harvester. Only 1 harvester lasts for monopoly of 1. Oh my god, this MCV has been captured. This MCV has been captured. It's now will be opened and sold. No, it won't be sold. Alright, it's been sold. Nice, well done, Master Leaf, well played. Now we see that, that's gonna be it. That's gonna be the game, because not much to do at this point. Master Leaf and Dotty Dodge made it happen. They made it to the finals, with what I actually congratulate them, because they did it really good. And these opponents they were really tough. Now we're gonna see these final fights, which we were, you know, anticipating from the very beginning. We didn't know who's gonna play who, but just to be completely honest, you know, to be completely genuine with you, I actually expected that Master Leaf and Dotty Dodge will get to the finals. I didn't know about Bike because like 15 minutes before the tournament, I just noticed that he actually left. He checked in, and so he would play. But that was harsh, actually, those games. And well, that's a good thing that Master Leaf got to the finals, and Dotty Dodge, they actually made a great job. They made it happen by their own forces. They really played. They realized that they had this potential, and they just used it, I guess. Yeah. This last game with Prodigy also was great, like this MCV capture and refinery capture, and also capturing all those, I don't know, first of all, teleportating those tripods and the time when it is needed can like help a lot. It can also decide if the attack which is going to be done by your opponent will work or not, if rush will work, or also it helps you to counter really, you know, fast around all the around 2 places, like where your Prodigy is placed and also where your unit's situated. Because if you know, they attack where your Prodigy is actually staying, then Prodigy can easily teleport those units, those tripods, and like quickly deal with this attack. Alright, that's gonna be best of 7. The series is gonna be best of 7. These finals. Share your opinions. What do you think about finals? What do you think will happen now? And who you would bet to win these fights? Because I'm not exactly sure. Like, I've seen this game from Tipsy and Dune Tiger lots of times today because I've been bashed by them. I lost to them today. And on the other hand, I saw Dotty Dodge and Master Leaf playing really well in team. It seems like they actually you know, cut all the shit and try to play like a good team together. Maybe they cooperate so good because they know each other and they played a lot earlier. It seems to me like it's actually the reason, but well, I'm not sure about it, and still I'd like to know your opinions. What do you think? Who would win this fight? Who is your favorite at these fights anyway? Yes, you can always interact with us in chat. Yeah, you're always welcome to leave us a message. So now we see that Masterleaf and Dirty Dodge are starting to play at the top corner of the map, and Masterleaf's playing for Travelers, Dirty Dodge Black Hand, nothing more to add because they're playing all games like that for the same factions. And we see Dune Tiger playing for Nod and the bottom corner, and Tipsy as red playing for Nod as well. Dune Tiger playing for GDI as yeah. And that's gonna be interesting, since I don't know what Tipsy is gonna do at this game. He can actually handle, from what I've seen earlier, Dune Tiger can be really good in a middle and late game. They don't start really quickly, they don't rush really good. Those two players can't rush properly, and they make some mistakes from what I've seen, but they can defend like extremely good against those rushes, and we can also say that they are good in the late and mid game, and they cooperate with themselves, and that's one of the most essential parts for today. Cooperating is everything in 2v2. Well, on the other hand, we can also tell it that those disintegrators have been trying to do any damage, but they didn't manage to, since enemy like Dune Tiger, you probably scouted that Masterleaf's going to rush him. Just he knew that he was playing for T59, so it's not a big deal to figure it out that your opponent is gonna rush you, especially when it's someone like Masterleaf. But on the other hand, it's just you have to defend, right? And this flame tank's gonna get lost. Oh my god, that's a bad start, I guess. That's a really bad start. The second tank's gonna get lost because it's just been noticed, and those disintegrators are actually making some impact. At least they kill in a pitbull or two, maybe more, whatever. But it helps a lot. Yeah. Now we see that actually players trying to micro their units to the best of their ability in order to avoid losing them for no reason. We see that flame tanks actually trying to kill those buckets. Oh, maybe he's gonna get one. He got one. At least one has been killed, and now this flame tank gonna get down. On the other hand, some bikes, the disintegrators have been lost. That's a big thing, and that's bad thing actually, because you cannot leave your disintegrators and lose them like that, because then you will lose the advantage you've got. And now we see Masterleaf. The three pitbulls are going on the base of Masterleaf. Not the best choice, because those disintegrators, which actually have a fast legs, gonna deal with them really quickly. Now we see that those bugs and buggies are coming in the base of the Dirty Dash, but Dirty Dash are gonna counter that and gonna defend really easily without from Zeus 1, and didn't work really. It didn't really work for Dune Tiger and Tipsy. They were trying to harass their opponents, they were trying to counterattack them, they were trying to deal at least some damage and make this game easier for them, but they didn't manage to. But sometimes it actually helps to do such kind of rushes on the start, like when you can rush your opponent and at least get one or two harvesters of him, kill some of his units, and not without losing anything, and get some advantage at those games when you're playing against the pro players. It always matters. But also economy grows, and economy which can be economy is always considered as a very important factor at Zeus games, because if you don't have a proper economy established, you won't be able to win as well, because you have to build the units and you have to defend all the time, and you have to control your units and also control your economy, control your harvesters, and that's what makes you a good player and even a pro player. The better you do this, the better you become as a player. And now we see that Zeus Hammerhead's gonna go and kill, help to defend Tibzi from Zeus Scorpions, and that was nice. That was nice. He managed to kill some of them. He managed to defend. One harvester have been lost. No, it's not been lost. It has not been lost since, from what I see, it's still alive. Now we see that. Yeah, this Hammerhead have been lost. Not necessarily. It must not be lost. It must be safe, because he didn't see like almost anything, but the Hammerhead has just been left behind and killed. And now we see that those pitbulls are going to try to harass the enemy's economy, but it's not gonna happen. Not gonna happen, because it's properly, from what I see now, it's actually properly defended. Yeah, and we see that now Master Leaf. Oh my God, Master Leaf is going Hexapod. Oh my God, he's gonna teleport and play. He's gonna play for in Hexapod and teleport it. I don't know. Maybe we will see it. On the other hand, there are some hammerheads on the arena, sorry, and therefore it makes it even harder to pick the right units. First of all, to use the Prodigy, because if you use the Prodigy, if Prodigy will be detected, then hammerheads will quickly kill it, because it's why you do hammerheads when you play against travelers. Also, you do this because you need to counter those disintegrators, which are going over all of your base from different flanks when you not expect them to. And yeah, now we see that the Scorpion's gonna go and it's trying to harass enemy, but no, it's not gonna happen. As a enemy, it seems like Doddy Dutch actually going and doing this maneuvers really good. He's not losing the units, but also this sphere has been used, probably used for no reason. It was used without no purpose. Is Hexapod gonna get? Oh my God, he's gonna get him impede. Oh yes, oh, it happened. It's actually happened, and it seems to me like this Hexapod can be really easily taken right now, but there are only 2 squads of the Grenadiers. It's definitely not enough to take this Hexapod at this stage. But we see that, oh, these Mecha-P's are going. What are they doing? They're actually doing nothing. They actually come in to help this Hexapod, from what I see. I think he should have impeded, but there were no more. Oh, there are actually Grenadiers, but yeah, they're far behind. They won't be able to impede this Hexapod. Now we see that some hammerheads are being lost again and again. Oh my, it's so painful to see those hammerheads dying for me. And some tanks of whom I believe it actually was Dune Tigers have been killed as well. From what I see, yes, some shatters were lost. It's fine, no Hexapod have been impeded, but it doesn't help. It doesn't seem like it would help, because well, not enough Grenadiers there, and Master Leaf, I think he's controlling his Hexapod. He won't leave it to die. And we see that this harvester is gonna get killed, which is went to the Blue Tiberium. Blue Tiberium is not gonna be gathered at this point. And well, the other thing is those hammerheads trying and protect this construction yard from being captured by Prodigy. And yeah, Prodigy managed to capture one of those Predator tanks on the top of the map where this attack was going. And now we see that one Mecha-Pit is still alive, and we see that also Tibzi trying to protect his units from you know, gathered units of Dirty Dodge and Master Leaf. They are trying to play together. Master Leaf going with his Prodigy, with his Hexapod and his Annihilator tripods, while Scorpion tanks are trying to roam around and protect Eradicator Hexapod and kill some Scorpion tanks. Oh my god, there's so many Scorpion tanks there from this TBZ player. He's actually losing some of them because of this Tiberium vein, Tiberium detonation, and that was done incredibly well from what do you call it? Dirty Dodge. Yeah, Dirty Dodge did it, and now we see that some of those Hammerheads will be lost, some of those at least, and heavily damaged. But yeah, we see that Eradicator Hexapod is trying to attack and make as much damage as it possible. It's not like he's doing crucial damage. Maybe some of them were crucial for those tanks which were lost, but on the whole, it's not taking like, it's not doing serious damage, but it should. And we should also see that there is Prodigy around there. Prodigy is gonna take Mind Control. Mind Control is gonna be taken. Yes, oh yes, that's a good one. And now maybe he will MP some Scorpion tanks, but you know, he didn't MP it while he could have MP'd. That's an interesting choice by Master Leaf. He decided to move back his Eradicator Hexapod. Some of those Hammercats are being lost, are being wasted, just completely wasted. They can be saved. They could have had children, as one of our Russian commentators could have said. They could have had children. They could have been even more. But we see what we see, and alright, they have been saved. Now we see that Eradicator Hexapod actually is being AMP'd once again. What's going on? That's crazy. It's insane shit's going on there from what I see. Like, Eradicator's Hexapods trying to do some damage, and it's always being AMP'd, like all the time. It's being AMP'd, but now nobody, like nothing can kill it, because it's been protected really well by Master Leaf as well as by Dirty Dodge. And yeah, they do it to their best. We see that Dune Tiger established his economy at the top left field, and we see that his friend, like teammate, I mean TBZ, is going on the bottom left field to establish his economy, and that's a good move. That's what we should do at this stage of the game. When you're in the late game, you should establish your economy to the third field as soon as it's possible, so you will also have advantage, and you will be able to build your units, you will be able to protect your base, you will be able to counter-attack, and so that matters, that always matters. And now one Spectre have been lost for no reason. The second one's gonna get lost because the other Spectre attacked him. Oh my god, that's... oh, it drives me insane. That drives me nuts when I see those things happen, but it happens. Sometimes it happens. That's just how it is, you know. And yeah, this Hexapod have been teleported really well by Master Leaf. And has the Prodigy been killed? Has the Prodigy been killed? I don't see him being killed, but I don't see him on the arena. Yeah, probably it's been killed by this Hammerhead. And now I see that Redeemer is actually going to face all those units and all those infantry squads as a Redeemer of Dirty Dodge, by the way. Oh no, yeah, it's actually Dirty Dodge's Redeemer. And on the whole, we can see that on the top of the map, those units of Dune Tiger, who's actually managed to capture this to get this expansion, third expansion, without even struggling, without even any contest. Like, oh, I want to get this expansion. Oh, then I go and get it, and nobody's gonna even tell me anything because nobody's there. Nobody wanna get this expansion. I'll do it alone, and I'll use it. Why not? If I have the opportunity to get it, why not get it, right? And therefore, he managed to get half of the base of Dirty Dodge, right? Dirty Dodge, and I think I think that this game actually is getting insane. I mean, everyone around, all around, you see the attacks, and also Dirty Dutch base still standing, but it seems to me like Master Leaf has no base. It's actually Master Leaf base, which has been cleaned, I believe, really easily, because there are much of the units there. And now Tech Lab's gonna get lost. T3 for Dirty Dutch gonna get lost, and that's GG. Yeah, they realize they can do nothing in this game, nothing to win. So that's it. And now I'll need to take a minute to, because I need at least 2-3 minutes to take some break. Я сейчас приду, хорошо?
Time also seems to slow down.
Everything around me became suddenly unreal, as if in a dream.
Ладно, я тут. I'm back and ready.
Unreal, as if in a dream.
And now we're going to the next game, which is gonna take place on the Tournament Dust Bowl. And this map is really unusual for me, but I have lots of games on it. Like, I don't really like it, but it seems to me like lots of my wins actually happen there on this map. And when we play, it's actually makes people wonder. You never know, like, if your opponent is gonna go and rush you, or they or they just go and try and go echo and then crush you in the T3 or T4, because you have to have a proper scout. You have to scout your opponent all the time at this map, because it's a distance between players is really small. Like you can easily come from one player to another. And now we see that Dune Tiger and Deep Z, Dune Tiger appearing at the right side of the map, in the middle, and we see that his teammate appears in the top, and he's playing for Steel Talons. Dune Tiger also playing for Steel Talons. They are playing the same fractions, because I actually seen them playing for the same fraction, and they were really good for this. They were unbelievably good playing for these fractions earlier. So we see that Dirty Dutch, right? It's actually Dirty Dutch who decided to go black infantry squads and to go all in, right? Is he going? No, he's not going all in, but he's going massive infantry spam on the start, and this black hand infantry squad has actually may stand a good chance to, if they manage to get this harvester. They have to get this harvester, but I see that there are lots of, like, tons of watchtowers appearing at the same moment, and those watchtowers gonna defend the base of Deep Z really well. We see that on the other hand, yeah, Dune Tiger, not Dune Tiger, but yeah, Dune Tiger's actually went, and what is he doing? I don't really understand. I see that Dune Tiger's helping his mate to survive this massive infantry spam, while Master Leaf also went black hand, so he made this massive infantry spam with Dirty Dutch, and it seems to me like at this point they can easily lose this game because it didn't work. It actually didn't work. And now, you know what? Deep Z and Dune Tiger understands that now their enemies will go on the base of the Dune Tiger, because Deep Z base was protected. Now they're going as another base, and I don't see it. I don't see that those harvesters being taken, because there are just too many watchtowers. Like, two players are building watchtowers and protecting their base to the best of their ability, and construction yard is being destroyed by rifleman squads. That's such an intriguing move. Will they manage? Let's hope they won't, because that's actually freaking me out when I see such a thing. Oh, it's been sold. It's been sold. All right. It's actually the best choice in the situation. Like, Dirty Dutch decided to sell them because he will go all in, like full all in. From what I understand, or maybe no, he's actually building the harvesters. I said, yeah, that's. They realized that they lost the initiative because they didn't manage to rush. Master Leaf and Dirty Dutch didn't manage to rush. Like, two players, they were coordinating their actions really well, but protection, like the defense, was coordinated really just astonishing by the Dune Tiger and his mate Deep Z. They were working really well on it. They were, like, helping each other to defend, and therefore they didn't lose any single harvester. They didn't lose any single harvester while defending from that. Therefore it was just a great job. Let's hope that's gonna be 1-1. Our score, like, we goes to the beginning because no one is winning now. Are they? I don't know. By the way, are they allowed to play the same map like two times in the same series? I don't think they are. That's not. I was reading the chat, but I didn't find any questions, so just people talking to each other. So yeah, this game, I don't know, honestly, at this point, I don't know what to expect from these two players. They are going overboard with, like, sometimes it seems to me like they're just really cooperating that good that they can actually predict what their enemies can do and protect themselves at the same moment. Like they I don't know, maybe they at some point I feel like Dune Tiger and Tipsy actually feel each other and know what they're going to do. Maybe they are also talking, but it seems to me like they played some games together, so therefore they actually managed to show us such a good show today, and still showing us it. They haven't been showing us it since the very beginning, and well, honestly, I think that Master Leaf and Dirty Dash, as well as Dune Tiger and Tipsy, are worth of winning this series. Both of the sides are worth of it, so let's hope that the strongest win, right? Now we see that Dirty Dash and Master Leaf appeared in the not top, but in the bottom left corner, and we see that Dune Tiger and Tipsy appeared in the top left right corner, sorry, and they are actually going. From what I see, there is one raider going from Tipsy to scout his opponents, and on the other hand, we don't see any rushes. Players are playing like standardly. Master Leaf also decided not to rush at this game. He decided to go maybe in the economy growth, development, and just improve. Maybe just develop to their hexapod. Maybe go some mechas. Mechas can also be the choice, but we will see. And we can see that expansions are starting. MCV from Dirty Dodge is just went to his expansion, and like all players expanded, yeah. And Master Leaf is still in the process, but he's almost expanded his MCV and opened it. Yeah. Now we see that players are controlling each other, like they are scouting all the time. Everyone scouts everyone. From what I see, yeah, if I'm mistaken, you can also always correct me. But what I see is it's actually recalls me a very like those games which are not being played really often by Traveler 59s, at least, because not lots of seekers are being done, like maybe not a lot, but 3 seekers. I don't think that they have any chance to actually harass those harvesters, because Fair Factory appears there, it just went down, and now it's just been built, like literally, and now maybe Scorpion will appear, like, yeah, of course. And it seems to me like it's a better choice to go to 3 when you play Traveler, if you don't go Cultists and Disintegrators. That's the best you can do. Also, very interesting. It'd be really intriguing to see if when Master Leaf plays by those Ravagers. Those Ravagers have been fixed in R14, so you can play them all the, like. I'm not exactly sure that they were fixed, but now you can do those blasts more steadily, and they actually it's easy to kill the refinery using them, but On the other hand, Master Leaf is not going them, so probably we will not see it. And we see that Tech is coming up from Master Leaf. He went T3. Now he's like maybe going Prodigy and Mecha Piece. Oh, that's what I said on the beginning of the game. Master Leaf's going first of all Mecha Piece. And one of the Seekers still survived and went to the base of the Tibzi. While, well, Dirty Dutch is actually playing for Black Hand, and he's trying to spam units, spam first of all infantry and spam Scorpion tanks and attack his opponent, not Master Leaf, but Dune Tiger still doesn't have this upgrade on APC or this up ammo, but this up ammo is needed in these situations. It's it's obligatory like to have it, because if you don't, it's really difficult to counter this infantry squad which are going all alone again and again. They're being built by Dirty Dodge. What we see now, we see that not one harvester, but Scorpion have been lost. Now maybe some harvesters gonna get lost, some disintegrators, and also 2 Seekers coming by Master Leaf and through Mecha Pits. They are actually moving back now. Prodigy will use his area mind control, from what I understand. Yes, only one Scorpion will have been captured, not a lot, but still it's something. It's better than nothing, right? And also, oh my god, 3 Mecha Pits have been killed by Tiberium vein detonation, and that was really well used. He was actually made his best from the situation he was. This Tip Z, right? He is going to take T3 of Master Leaf, and this Mecha Pit is not gonna save him, because it's all alone and nothing's gonna help Master Leaf from what I see, because he has no units, and that seems like also Dirty Dutch is not gonna help him, since he doesn't have enough units as well. He only have infantry. This infantry can be crashed really easy. And now we see that Hammerhead as well trying and deal with all of these militant squads, but MCV is gonna get taken off by Scorpion tanks here. Tip Z is doing fabulous job there. Like, yeah, it was really well. He pushed Master Leaf, he attacked him, and he used the Tiberium vein detonation in the time when it was needed, and then he just finished Master Leaf. So it was the game, because when you don't have your teammate, like you, and also a big issue was that Dirty Dutch was not able to help Master Leaf, since he had only this infantry, and this infantry, some Scorpion tanks, but it's not enough. It was definitely not enough. But yeah, what I should say is that we can see that Master Leaf and his mate can also be defeated. Yeah, and Dirty Dutch and Master Leaf really were struggled, because Dune Tiger and Dirty Dutch, Dune Tiger and Tip Z actually went overboard with the Scorpions, with those attacks they were attacking, and surprising his opponents with those attacks, random attacks all the time, and yeah, it worked just well. As I said, still talents are actually their best choice from what I've actually seen from today's games. From today's games, I have to know, I have to admit that all those games they played for still talents, like boss, they won. Maybe one have been lost, but they are really good for playing still talents, and they actually are good in cooperating and coordinating their act, and that was actually the point. And yeah, last game it seemed to me like TBZ just made a rational and, you know, like a really right decision, and he did it in the time when it was needed. He tried and go and you know, counter-attacked Master Leaf, and Master Leaf didn't really have any units. That's what happens when you go Seekers, and you know, you just lower your economy, and also you do these units which can not actually inflict your enemy. Now we see that Master Leaf and Dirty Dodge appeared in the top left corners. Master Leaf on the right side, playing for Travelers. Dirty Dodge playing for Black Hands on the left side, and Dune Tiger on the right side of the bottom corner playing for Black Hand as his team. Not Dune Tiger, sorry. Yes, it was actually Dune Tiger, as I was right. And Team Z playing for Not at the left bottom corner. And I'm curious what players gonna do this time. What units should be produced first of all? And we see bikes coming from Dirty Dodge. He will actually try and do the same thing. Like I saw bikes from him once. It was first or second game. I can't recall it, but I remember that he did like 5 bikes, something like that, and he actually used them really well. But now we see that those bikes at least will take this flame tank of Dune Tigers, where if they it's just they should not be lost, but they can take this bike first of all of Dune Tiger, and then they should go for flame tank, because since flame tank has been detected, he can be easily killed. And Raider from Dune Tiger also coming, but is being killed by Seekers. We see that the spikes are being taken under control by Tip Z. Like he's taken 3 spikes. Or maybe it's actually 2 spikes. Yeah, from what I see, Dirty Dodge took 1 spike. Like this spike he had to contest for. And we see that those spikes are coming on the base of Dirty Dodge, and his harvesters, one of his harvesters has been lost. Really well done there by Tip Z. And yeah, we see that some of those Seekers are going on the base of their. From what I see, they are going to the Dune Tiger's base, but they are not gonna come there that quickly, because there is a flame squad of Black Hand squad, and they gonna stop them a bit. But lots of Seekers, and it's not very. I don't know. It can be effective if there's like a lot of them, but still this infantry of Black Hand can easily deal with all those Seekers. We should say that all the Scorpion tanks are trying to defend, and yeah, like we see that at this point Dune Tiger is being helped by Tip Z. he's making this Scorpion tanks, but it's not like it's gonna work for them. It seems to me like they type in GG because there's nothing to be done. They are surrendering. They are surrendering. Why? Maybe because they felt themselves like they were in the worst state, in the worst position. But well, there were a lot of actually there were a lot of seekers, and they were going to deal with the Scorpions. And maybe they decided not to go alone, not to go on with this game, because not to keep up, because they didn't want like to struggle a lot. Maybe they are tired as well, exhausted from those long games, since we're in finals, and lots of games have already taken place. Both players are tired, and I understand their feelings, I understand their emotions, I understand why they did what they did. I'm not sure. We've already seen games on this map, and we've seen like when Monopoly of One actually played against Monopoly of One and Crazy Warframe, if I'm right. It seems like, yeah, Crazy Warframe. They played against Master Leaf and Dirty Dutch, and that game was unpredictable. Master Leaf and Dirty Dutch lost it, but they took the series anyway, and that game made me wonder what games on this map gonna look like, because at one point it seems like there's a large distance between players, but on the other hand, we can also say that if you rush, your rush can be easily countered there, but for some reasons the Dutch managed to rush then by flame tanks, and Monopoly of One and Master Leaf still lost because, like, yeah, it were really harsh games, and this map seems to be at this point unusual, and maybe even sometimes unpredictable, but this like the end of the games. And I just hope that Master Leaf and Dirty Dutch are ready and will show us now the great game, because yeah, the last game was a bit fast, and I guess it's good it was fast on the one hand, because yeah, players are tired and they want to finish the series a bit more quicker, but on the other hand, we also want to see like a long game and long intense game with lots of fights in it. So let's stick to the game. All right, we see that Dune Tiger and his mate Tipsy appearing on in the top right top left corner, and Dirty Dutch and Master Leaf appear in the bottom right corner. We see Master Leaf playing Traveler and Dirty Dutch Black Hand like they always do, and Tipsy playing Not, and Dune Tiger playing GDI faction. at this fight. Master Leaf's going to scenes as he did it last time when he played in this map. Unfortunately, that game went wrong for him, but I hope this game it will be completely different story. Let's hope it will work for him good. And I see that Master Leaf is not going to attack. He's going to go around the map, maybe see some map, maybe take spikes. It's always a good idea, like, you know, to try and leave your opponent of this economy advantage he has with the spikes on the start, like especially when you rush him and your rush doesn't work. We see that those Cabal squads also trying to scout, but they're not gonna do this because we see that those rifle squads actually managed to kill almost each one of them. Some bikes are going from dirty dodge. This bike's gonna attack those pit bulls. Not the best idea, I think. Yeah, because there are lots of raider buggies, like tons of them, and we see that disintegrators are on the arena. Disintegrators still can counter really good pit bulls, but Master Leaf is trying not to lose disintegrators when those raiders are coming around. And yeah, Master Leaf's going economy now, while Dirty Dodge is also trying to go and establish some economy. Went on the second field meanwhile, and those Dune Tiger and Tipsy is going economy as well, but Dune Tiger cannot go economy that soon because he's being attacked all the time. Some of the Zins are still alive, but they will be handled right away now. And attack spikes also survived this mess. Will get back to the base, get some repairs. Now we see that Master Leaf trying to get some blue Tiberium, but this harvester is gonna die. Yeah, unfortunately he's gonna die because those spikes appear just in time to kill this harvester. And those buggies are gonna attack Master Leaf harvesters, and that's nice. That's actually nice because they can afford themselves to do so. And also maybe one harvester will be wiped out. Okay, it almost was killed, but it didn't. And we see that also Dirty Dutch harvester is being attacked on the top. And yeah, the speedballs are doing really well. They are taking this harvester. They are going to the bottom expansion of Dirty Dodge, really. And Dirty Dodge has his bikes ready now in this expansion. Maybe the speedballs gonna die for nothing if they proceed with those attacks, or maybe they will still kill the second harvester. They will manage to. Yes, I guess so. And two harvesters have been cleaned up. Now we see that yes, actually it's worth it because like one full harvester and the second harvester almost full, even though 6 or 7 pitbulls have been lost, it's totally worth it. As for me, it seems for me like it's fine. Good trade. And we see that mecha beats are being ready, like 2 of them are going to help the Scorpion tanks, maybe cover them in case they are being attacked. And well, the Scorpion tanks are going, secret tanks staying on the base for Master Leaf, and Orcas coming and killing, almost killing refinery. I didn't notice, but I guess they had killed at least 1 harvester there. 4 harvesters for Dirty Dodge at this point of the game is not really good, but that's what he has. And bikes and buggies killing this harvester of Dune Tiger. Well done, I want to say. And Scorpions On the right side of the map, we see that Master Leaf is struggling and trying to attack scorpions and bikes of his enemy, and it's not the best idea because he don't have this advantage now at this situation. He doesn't have number of advantage first of all. Yeah, that's actually. Девастатор, ты тут? Я вот сейчас выйду, скажешь, стало ли лучше. Стало лучше? То есть... Так лучше или нет? Нормально, да. Ну, можешь мне тогда показать так экраны. Так тогда ты показывал, же не лагало было. Ну хорошо, давай тогда. Пусть доигрывает. Я, честно говоря, тоже уже устал комментировать, так как... Да. Эпичные битвы такие. We see lots of epic fights, but yeah. Поменяй табло, ты знаешь, да? Там 2-1 должно быть в пользу... Три 1 уже, да. Они... Dirty Dutch вышел, да, я так понимаю? Так что, ты сможешь мне показать на следующий бой? Или нет? Ага, это было уже 4-1. So from what we've seen, Dune Tiger and Deep Z actually managed to take this series, and yeah, I think they actually, I think they deserved this win, and the fact that they won, I guess they actually had tons of practice, maybe together, and they play together, they understand each other, and they can read actually what their teammates doing, and they can cooperate better maybe, because 2v2 is always about cooperating. So congratulations to Deep Z and well, Dew Tiger, and also Master Leaf and Dirty Dodge played really decently. I think they actually were good enough. Like those fights, we've seen they were really close, and they were especially intense. So yeah, thank you all for watching, and ask your questions, and just let us know what you think about our stream. Thanks, Devastator, for streaming. Спасибо, Девастатор, тебе за то, что ты простримил это все. No, and stick around, and good night. Все, закончился.